Hi viewers, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Engineer Zainul Abidin, and in this video we are going to create an employee verification system for our WordPress website. So let me show you what will be the final outcome. Here is a WordPress website on which I have created the verification portal. Go to the verify page. On the verify page, here is written enter employee CNIC, and here is a search bar. Enter the CNIC of that particular employee. Here comes the employee record name that I have stored. And when click on the button, here comes the name of that employee. Click on the name of that employee, and here comes the employee verification certificate. Now click on the download button, and here comes the experience letter which I have blurred for the privacy issues. So let's begin. Go to the WordPress dashboard, and here go to the plugin section and click on the installed plugins. Now go to the add section. Here is the list of all the plugins that I have already installed. Here is all the plugins that are required. I have provided the link in the description. Install that all plugins and activate them. Step 2 is create the custom post type for that employee records. The custom post type is named as employee verify, and here is a single name and the same as the above name, and here's the full name, and below the button we need to check some options like here comes there. This will be the behavior of the custom post type, so I will take it as page. That either it will behave as a page or as a post. The position in the left menu will be decided from the here, so I'll write let's say 4, and here in the menu icon I will choose an icon that will suit the certificate. For this purpose I am taking just as a human being as an icon, so that it will refer to as my employee. And here comes the basic major part, which will be the custom fields, which we have to must select and click on the add post type. Now our post type is added, and here it is showing in the menu bar. Now create custom field. Click on the ACF from the left menu, and here click on the new field group. Name the field group, like I'll name it as employee verify. Employee verification, and here under that I will add some of the fields like which are required for the certification of the employee, which will be as employee name, like employee CNIC, and here is the field label, which will be the same as the above field but without the spaces and including the underscores instead of spaces. So I'll just make some like quickly, and make sure to write the field label correctly, because it will be required for the next steps. Now I'll save the changes and add a new one. And date picker, so that we can add the very start date and end date for the employee joining and leaving the company. Now at the bottom we can set the date format, add another one. Here's another date for the employee leaving. The rest of the settings are same. Here's the date format, and here I'll add another one, which will be the file type as, let me say, file. This is for the employment letter, or let's say the experience letter of that particular employee, if you want to provide that with the certificate in form of a button below the certificate. So I'll just copy paste it and just save all the things at the bottom, and here's the basic thing which will have to add the rule, and which is post type, which is equal to the employee verify. This is important. Now at the end we'll save the changes, and come the employee verify. Here come the page, and we'll enter a new entry, and here we'll enter a dummy record, which I'll obviously entering my month, but the dummy records, so that there will be no privacy issues for me. Here's the name, and I am entering a dummy CNIC, which I have remembered for the testing purpose only. Now comes the designation. This will be the my designation, and I am not seriously telling what I am actually doing in the company. So I just write the engineering, and I'll pick a dummy joining date, and also a dummy leaving date, or let's say the ending date of the employment. And here I'll come into the file drop, or choose the file from the file explorer, and I'll just search for a dummy file, and this is not seriously the actual file for my employment. And for the purpose of better experience, I'll just copy paste it into the title and the description of the file. Let me just write it. Oh, here's a spell mistake. So let's just copy it and here paste it in the caption and in the description. So click on the add, save, and save changes. So here I have added my first record, so that I can test my search bar or the verification system with that particular record. And the next step is to create a template. Go to the page post type and enter a single page new one. Here click on add a new section and flexbox. Let's say I'll add a flexbox of 2 columns. Okay, so in here I'll make it full width, and in the style tab I'll just give it a background image. This image I have uploaded. You can easily download the certificate template from Canva, which I have taken. So let's just save it. here comes, and here's the option that you are need to make it full size. Position will be center, display size will be covered. This is important to make the display size as covered. And in the layout tab, increase the minimum height from pixels to, let's say, I'll make it pixel perfect. So let's just make it as large as it will fill the whole area. I think it's perfect. Yep, 840 is perfect. So let's now again go to the advanced tab and click on the settings of the page and preview. Here we will search the employee verifiers, and I'll enter the record that I have entered before, and here it comes. So I'll just apply and preview, so that every field we enter we can view it, otherwise it will not be shown like the test shown. And here the page layout will be the Elementor canvas. And here I'll add the condition in setting the page of to only show it at employee verifiers. Save and close. So let's add a new container here, so that we'll start working on it. And here in the container, I'll make it, first of all I'll edit the above container and make it centered and make it vertically and horizontally centered, so that my inner containers will be automatically centered. And here comes the inner container, and I'll just make it position bottom vertically and horizontally aligned. Now I'll drag and drop a heading in it, and I'll simply write remove the previous text, and I'll just make click on the right icon, and here comes the ACF field. In the ACF field, click on the left setting icon, and in the key here found the employee name, and in the advanced tab here comes the name. So let's just add another heading, or I can just simply duplicate it so that the work will be saved. And here in the record I'll just simply change the key to the employee CNIC. Yeah, and here in the advanced tab I'll add some text before to make it proper phrase, like I'll say that this certificate is to verify that Zainul Abidin wearing that CNIC space, and here's the CNIC number, and after that I'm writing has been worked. And now come to the style tab, decrease the size so that it will look more realistic and professional, and I think it's just enough. Yeah, okay, 18 is enough. So it is looking fine to me. And here comes I'll add another heading at the bottom, which will be show that bearing CNIC has worked in our organization. Okay, that's good. So I'll make it centered align. Okay, so let me just add a container here, and in the container I will just make it bottom align and centered horizontally and vertically. So in the I'll add 2 more containers in that, so that everything will be placed left and right accordingly. Yeah, that's looking good. Okay, I'll just pick it. I can copy paste it, or I'll simply just drag it to the bottom. I'll add another heading here, organization, and I'll write it. Go to the ACF field, setting icon, key, and here I'll choose the joining date, and I'll add the advanced setting, and before that I'll add the text of from date. So the from date is added, and I'll just adjust the size. Yep, and I'll align it the right way. Okay. The next one will be aligned left, so that it seems like they are joined. So I'll just duplicate it, and I'll just drag it to the right. Yep, here, and it's already in the left aligned. So I'll just change the key to the leaving date. Okay, that's good. And I'll add some text after. Oh, I'll add text. No, there's no need to add text here. Okay. So let's just go to advanced setting, unlink the margin, and add some negative left margin, so that they'll come closer and looks like a one-line sentence. Okay, that's good. And here come, I'll add an after text, as sentence will be from January 1, 2021 to January 15, 2023 as and here comes the designation. So I'll again choose the ACF field, and the key will be the designation of employee. Yep, here comes the engineer. I go to advanced settings, unlink the margin, and add some negative top margin. Yes, it seems good. Now the major box, I'll add some margin negative to make them closer. Yeah, so that they'll be aligned a little bit more closer. And here in the bottom I'll add another flex box, and here I'll simply make it horizontally on the right and vertically on the center. I'll search for the button. Here's the button, and I'll just drag and drop it, and I'll make it, yeah, here it is. So I'll just give it a type, by default is okay, and the link will be here, dynamic type, ACR field, and in the settings it will be the key, and it will be only employment letter. And here is the text to display, so I'll just add it, download employee letter. Okay, that's good. Now in the style tab, I'll make it hover effect, and I'll add a text color to the white, and a background solid color. Yeah, and I'll choose some dark color for that so that it will be differentiated and the text will be properly visible. Okay, that's looking good. So let's just save it. So here it comes. In the record, we'll just right click and open that in the new tab to view if our certificate is working perfectly. Yep, it looks perfect. So here comes the next step. Add a new page. Okay, close the advertisement. Here comes and add the title that will be shown in the header. So I'll make it just verify and publish it. Okay, yes. Publish it now and edit with Elementor. So here in the Elementor, it will be showing us this. Click on the add button and add a flex box. Let's say I'll add a grid of 2. I think flex box is good. Make it full width, and here I'll enter the background type as an image, and I'll upload the image I have kept for this purpose. And here make it full width, position center. Yep. And there it goes. Okay, so I'll make it the top center position and set it to no repeat, display as cover, and it's fine. Now background overlay of a solid color, let's say a little bit this, so that the text will be more prominent, and I'll increase the minimum height of image so that the image will be displayed full. Okay, that's good. Yep, I think it's good here. Yes. Now comes to the add button and add a flex box. Add the container, edit the container, make it justify centered horizontally and vertically. Page layout settings. Click on the Elementor full width so that the page title will be hidden. Now I'll search for a search bar. Here it comes, a search bar, and there's nothing showing because we haven't made any search bar yet. So our next step is to create a search bar. For that I'll just duplicate a tab, comes to the search and filter. Here comes to the search and filter, and add a new search and filter bar. We'll just simply name it as employee verify, and we do not show it on post pages or anything else. We just show it for the searching and filtering our custom post type, which is employee record, and we'll just want to display the one record at a time, so choose it as 1. and at the bottom we can set all the elements that we require to display with the search bar. So I'll just simply taking a search bar, and here in the placeholder I'll make a sample text like the format in which we have to enter the CNIC for the search bar to work. And this should be the exactly same format that the employees are required to enter their CNIC. And here I'll put a button, and I'll make the text as verify, and this text will be displayed on the button so that the employee or any person will click on that button to check either it is verified or not. Now here come the display status, and this is important to select the Elementor's page, post and profile. So here's the URL of page on which we have to display our certificate. Since we haven't created, so let's create one. Go to the pages and add a new page. Add a title of, let's say, certificate display, so that all the certificates will be displayed. And here we'll publish it, and edit it with Elementor. I'll just go to the page layout settings and make it the page layout of Elementor canvas, Elementor full width canvas, so that the header will be hidden. I'll just add a simple section and I'll style it like here will be the name of that person, or let's say whatever comes will show. So I'll keep a color on which black and white both colors can be shown at the same time. I'll make it centered horizontally and vertically. So let's publish it. Okay, now I'll preview the page and copy the link. This link is required to be put on the search and filter settings here. So let's just paste the link, and don't forget this step, because this is the important step. So here's the Ajax is checked, and we don't have to play with anything else. The post should be the publish, and we can add many conditions, but we are leaving as it is. And here it is the advanced tab, and we have to check the relevancy option enabled, so that if we will not check, the certificate will be shown on the employee name. But we don't want that. We want that the certificate will be shown only for the employee CNIC, or let's say if we'll enter any employee number. So here on the search bar, and now we'll select the search bar we have created and which names as employee verify. So let's just make it horizontally and vertically centered, so it is not going on center. So let me add some padding on the left, just unlink the padding and make it in percentage, so that it will be responsive and will always be in the center. Doesn't matter on the screen size. So let's just go to the add button and a new container. Okay, this is looking not good, so I'll just add another container and I'll paste the search bar here. Okay, I'll add it from the navigation. I'll just copy paste it and it will look fine. I'll delete the bottom one. Okay, So now I have added a text and I'll name it as enter employee CNIC. Make it centered, and now just resize it to fit the screen size and make it aligned with the search bar. Right, it's looking good. So let's just publish it. Now if we will search on the verification bar, this result will be displayed, but it will be not as expected because the search bar will search only with the first entry like the employee name. So in here I will search for post type, calibration of search bar. So I'll add a post type, and in the post type I'll just make it a classic one column and air level as it is. No need to show tags or anything else, except no metadata and no read more button. So here in the query, here in the source, I'll select the search and filter query, and here in the search and filter we do not have any query, so let's create the query for that. And this query will be created from the relevancy plugin that we have installed. So here in the settings, click on the relevancy. Here come to the indexing option, and in the indexing option just we have to click the build index but at the end. So we'll check the post button, and here we'll check only the employee verify button which we have needed for our employee verification system purposes. And here comes down and check the settings if we are needed, and here is the advanced settings, and we have to keep the spaces and hyphens so that the hyphens and any other thing will be removed and just the hyphens are placed so that it will be as the format we require. So in the attachment, let me check if anything requires to change. Nothing here. Or scheduling. Yep, here's the keyword match, and we have to add the whole keyword match so that if any of the mistake in the CNIC or the record, it will be not showing as the record found. Otherwise, if there is only one letter match, it will be showing as any of the record of any particular employee, and which will be obviously incorrect. So let me just quickly check all the settings that are required. Here we can avoid any offensive words, but in this case it is not compulsory, and nothing else. So here is the indexing. I'll rebuild the index and save it. Okay, here I forgot to add, because custom field type we don't have to add all, or we just have to add some. And here we will write the field label, which I have told you to remember and write it carefully and do not include spaces in it. So you just go to the field types, and here we copy the field label of the particular field which we are required to be found and to be entered by the employee. So I'll just make it copy Here in my case it is just simply write C and IC, but in case you write any 2 or 3 word number, please make sure to copy it as it is and do not include spaces, because the field label will include only the underscores or the hyphens or dashes. So I'll just rebuild the index and save it. And here in the certificate display, here it is not showing, so I'll just quickly refresh the page and click here, coming to the query, and here it's showing now, search and filter query. Here will be shown the name of that particular employee. So I'll just style it like content, make the typography a little bit bigger so that it will be more prominent. Okay, that's good. Now I'll add another heading, and here I'll write that each person land on this page will know exactly what he or she needs to do next. So I'll write it, click on the name for more details. Yes, it's good. And I'll just publish it. Okay, I'll just view the page, and here I will test the search bar that we have created. So let's just enter the CNIC. Okay, so nothing is displaying here. Why? Because we do not enter the thing which will be displayed in case the record not found. So here in the query we will add nothing found message, and which will be the record not found. Please contact us at our email. So let me just refresh the page, and here comes the message. Okay, that's good. Here in the Chrome browser, right click and click on the inspect element, and click on the element selector. Select the element that you want to be customized, and here is the class. So that we need to add attributes of CSS for customization. Here click on the add button, right here the plus icon. Here the class will be added automatically, and we just have to click single, and we have to write the attribute, like the color will be, let's say, white. Yes. It doesn't seem affecting now, and the background color I'll also add it to the white background color. And I'll choose white. Yeah, now it's showing what I have write, and here I write the font style, which will be the entered to search, and it will be bold so that it will be more prominent. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is just copy all these. Right here, selecting it, right click and click on the copy, and now comes to the search bar. Here the page layout settings and to the advanced settings, and in the custom CSS field file editor I'll just paste the code. So here it is, boom, the magic happens, and the same CSS styles which we was restricted by the developer to add manually, we have added it by using custom CSS. So I'll do it same for the verify button. So I'll just quickly add the background color. Let's say I'll add it as black. Yeah, it's looking good. And the text color is already white, so I'll just text align to the center. Okay, it's looking good. So now I'll just select I have added, copy it by right clicking, and here after the code we have added before, I'll just paste it, and here the button color is changed. So let's just update the page, and I'll just close the tab and make it refresh it. Okay, so I'll just close the inspect element tool, and here in the go to the dashboard of WordPress and go to the search and filter settings to see if anything is missing. Edit employee verifies, and here we have to remove the auto submit so that the submission will be only on clicking the verify button. Now save the settings and update it, and here I'll just again refresh the page. So let's testing and finalizing. For that I'll just input the CNIC number that is actually not mine, but I have remembered it for the testing purpose. So let's just input it and click on the verify button, and here comes the name. So I'll just click on the name, and here comes the certificate of verification. So that's looking good. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like and share. See you on the next video.